Here, views inside. Had a lot of oaks at the Arboretum. We actually had a tour, I think it was given a couple of weeks ago by one of the members of our working group called Oaks of the Mid-Atlantic. The oaks are the same genus. The genus is Quercus, Quercus. But this particular one is from Asia. They're in a cluster at the tip of the branch. It's a little bit hard to see, but right there. And they come out in sort of a cluster of buds. Nice specimen here. American chestnut hybrid. So this is actually part of the research that's going on at the Arboretum. We're actually looking at a research project right here. It's an American chestnut hybrid, and that's
yeah, you guys can put
sometimes people call it the eastern hemlock, especially if you're sensitive to sort of geographical things. It's the state tree of Pennsylvania. Tree that was dominant in this area and in many other areas. I saw a hemlock once up in the Adirondacks, and this tree was over 400 years old. Earrings, I was spray painting hemlock cones in my ear. I go down over that, seeing a hemlock somewhere, I'm pretty much all gone. Hemlock is resistant to the woolly adult. One way you can tell if you know a hemlock. I like to ask the kids on my tours what makes the arms move, where's the motor? You can fool some. I had it with some sixth graders yesterday, and they got me right. They said, it's wind. And they said it's the air. And then off to the left, the trees that have lost their leaves, that's dark there. And then this grove of like a gigantic bonsai. And it's obviously been pruned and cared for. This is really one of our iconic trees here, the blue atlas cedar. I think probably a favorite of many people who spend a lot of time here. They really love this tree and the way the branches run out across the ground. But it's called an atlas cedar because it is native to the Atlas Mountains. From other countries, but many trees that we call, like the Japanese, pollinated. The idea is the pollen from this tree finds its way. Drop off until April, and the final color is brown leaves, and that's a behavior of plants that's called marcescence, which means the plant keeps its leaves. The leaves die in an English holly. So on the left here, the left of the entrance, I got carried away with not as glossy as the leaves of the English holly here. They're because draw blood, you're at least going to utter something that's going to indicate that you're painful.
Where's its male?
And I thought,
They might be turning. They're turning.
thirsty?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Theirs were already red. Ours was
Alright.
only orange. I wondered if it's maybe.
Blue star. This plant was not being planted at all when I was here centuries ago.
Oh, look. It'll get...
Picking up a little bit fragrant right now. Pretty amazing we're getting it from here. It's from the Catchwork. The leaves of the Catchwork. Sort of, like caramel, cotton candy, fragrant. Most easy, baby. So we can just admire. This is a good place to do some picture. And I remember the stationery. It has an outline. He said enough of that. Amazing.
Yellow.
Yeah.
This little bunch right
No, as best we can tell, was definitely a single trunk. So the forests may have purposely adulterated or messed with this tree or whatever, or cut it in a way that I don't know how it ever could have known it was going. But this tree, this is a katsura as well, and that's a magnolia. And you know, we can't stop and do everything, but even from this distance, you can see they're fat and they're furry.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah. Let's do it. You don't believe bundles of 3. And this is the tree that is the dominant tree, fireproof tree. It's fire adapted, for which the pine barrens are named. It's all over the pine barrens, and it can survive a fire. The bark is over an inch thick, and so a small ground fire, it can survive. Back in the spring, nothing growing there except for that.
Oh, here they are.
This is the prime here. Look closely at these needles, because a lot of people have never seen anything like this before.
Right.
So this is a Japanese red pine.
Obviously.
Right, sure, yeah. But obviously it's red.
The barn.
Should have been yellow.
But it is obviously a variegated pine. This was, so here's